Hello, welcome to Citizen Pew Online. I am revamping this channel, and so it is back, and I'm going to be talking about cool stuff. I was going to get a little techie, but nope, I'm going to do video games, talk about cool stuff, and that's it. So anyhow, this is a review on the TV series Fallout. So let's get into it. Here we go. Alrighty, so Fallout, if you're not familiar, which if you're watching this video, you're probably familiar with Fallout. But of course, it's a video game with a number of different games that have come out over the years. Of course, the first one I played was 3, and then New Vegas, and then 4, and then Fallout 76. But anyhow, all these games are by, I never pronounce it right, Bethesda. Anyhow, I played many of their other games, over the years and stuff like that. They make pretty good games. I mean, they have a lot of glitches in them, but they're still fun. I like them. I think they do a pretty good job. But they kind of screwed up a few. I wasn't a big fan of some of their stuff, but some people said they fixed it. Like Fallout 76, I was like, anyhow. I don't know. I might play it again, especially after watching this series here, because it just kind of like reinvigorated my my enjoyment of the series, the Fallout genre and stuff like that. So anyhow, Fallout, the TV series is 8 episodes, which, don't get me wrong, they're an hour long, but man, I mean, by the time I got to episode 8, I was like, I want 8 more. And so hopefully that's telling you I liked it. As somebody who's played Fallout, I've spent many hours playing the Fallout games, throughout my life, and I really enjoyed the series, and I tell you what, I think they did everything fairly well. I don't want to criticize too much because I understand they have to introduce this and try to make it so that people who aren't familiar with Fallout kind of follow it. And I actually have somebody I work with who never played a Fallout game, watched the series, and was like, well, now I'm going to play. And he started playing with Fallout 4, which is good. I think Fallout 4 was probably overall my favorite. I liked New Vegas, don't get me wrong. But I think Fallout 4 was overall just, I don't know, maybe it was what I was going through in my life and stuff like that when I played it, but I put a lot of hours into 4, and I liked it. I like it the best. I probably started over on it 3 or 4 times, and I just really enjoyed Fallout 4. But anyhow, if you haven't watched the series yet, man, you really got to. And I know it's only on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. If you don't have it, I tell you what, it's worth paying just 1 month to get the subscription and watch it. It is. I mean, what's a month? I don't know. It's the same price as going like to a movie, but you get 8 hours, and then you can watch it a couple times if you want to before the month's up. But that's the only bad thing is it's on Amazon Prime. But I tell you what, I was like, man, because a lot of the stuff they're making these days, it just isn't living up to the standards of yesteryears, right? But this one did. So let's talk about the cast here a little bit. I tell you what, as far as Lucy, Ella Purnell, I think she did great. I really do. I think she did a solid job portraying, somebody coming out of the vault and into the wasteland like that. I was pretty happy with the way she did her character. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I really can't complain. I think she did awesome. I don't know who else in that role would have done any better. I was content with all of that, and enjoyed that portrayal of a vault, dweller coming up. I think she did great there. Of course, Walter, man, he's, man, I tell you, back in the day, Marshall, if you've never seen the series Marshall, I think it's on Netflix or Hulu or something like that, but you should watch Marshall. Walter Goggins, I think his last name is, but he was in Marshall, and he did a great job in Marshall, and he's been in some other stuff. I've liked everything I've seen him in, He was in, I think, Vice Principals or something like that, and I don't know. He did something where he was like an evangelical or something like that, and he did like a cameo on Sons of Anarchy, which was if you haven't seen it, man, it's woo, but he pulled it off, man. Really good actor. I think he's probably one of my favorite actors as far as TV shows and stuff go like that. He did really well. Mostly, I don't. He was the brother of Lucy, so he's Norm. I don't know his character development early on. I was kind of like, but towards the end, I started being like, So I think, I think he had a hard character to develop, though, being that he is the brother and he stays in the vault, and but I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but his evolution into his character, I think, really took place in the later part of the series, the last few episodes. But yeah. And I tell you what, he's not. There's a scene, you'll see it, where he stands next to another guy. He's not a tall fellow, but I tell you what, I think he's gonna. I'm looking forward to the next season. I think he's gonna really take that role on pretty good and develop it. All right, let's talk about Aaron here. Aaron Clifton Moten, who played Maximus. So he worked for, or he was part of. Oh man, now I'm on the spot. I can't think of it. Wow, I've watched and played this thing so many times. Anyhow, Maximus is the Brotherhood of Steel. Holy cow! Woo! I hope it's not old age. I hope it's just I'm tired because it's later in the evening here when I decided to do this. But anyhow, Aaron did really good as Maximus, I think. I think the first two episodes, I was kind of like, where are you going with your character, man? But as the show progressed, I started, I think his character development, you had to see him outside of the Brotherhood of Steel. So you had to see him out in the wasteland before his character could really start showing you who he was and evolving and stuff like that. And by the end, I think next season is going to be really good. I'm anticipating that his character will develop a lot more next season. That's the bad thing about the first season is some characters are always, they're part of the storyline, but they don't necessarily get the ability to totally define themselves in that first series because you're still trying to present everything, get the show on track and capture the audience and stuff like that. So I'm hoping second season that the Maximus's character will be explored a lot more too, and I'm betting it will. If you haven't watched it, based on what happened. So, and then Kyle McLachlan. I can never pronounce names right. Anyhow, he was basically Hank. He was Lucy's father and Norm's father in the show. So if he's a vault dweller and stuff like that. And he did really well with his character, I think. He doesn't have as much screen time as some of the other ones, but the transition he does, man, yeah. I think he did pretty good. I think he did. Yep. And then Lee Moldaver or something like that. I don't know. In the show, her name is Lee Moldaver, played by Sarita Chowdhury. I don't know, but yeah, she did really good. She played that character. I was like, the character that she played was like it was like something you'd expect to come across in one of the games or something like that. That kind of character attitude and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting. Thaddeus, though, Johnny Pemberton played Thaddeus, and I don't know. I haven't quite felt like I'm attached to that character yet. So I'm hoping, I'm not going to give it away, but something happens to him during the series, and I'm hoping that next season that's going to let that character develop out pretty well, because I think that'll be an interesting character potential, especially based on gameplay and stuff like that. But anyhow, everybody else here kind of other characters in it, but that's kind of like the main characters that you come across. Is played by these 7 people. Everybody else, you see them a lot, but they're not quite the leads, and but they all do good. I mean, honestly, I can't think of a character in the show that I was just like, whatever. There was one that was annoying. I don't know. I don't see him here. He was in one of the vaults. You come across him in the last couple episodes, and he's kind of a mutated person, and he runs one of the vaults that Lucy finds. And I don't know. I thought, I don't know. Seems a little much. But anyhow, it didn't like break the enjoyment of the show. I just, I didn't take to the character as like something I was like, yeah, I would, if it was in a video game and I was playing it, that character I'd avoid. So, anyhow. But other than that, I think the series did, I think it did really well with portraying the theme of Fallout. And then, of course, all the episodes, I wish there was more, but 8 episodes. But, one thing about Fallout is, the lure of it or something like that. And so, everybody who's played the game knows what a Pip-Boy is. And I tell you what, I think they did pretty decent on matching the aesthetics of Fallout, the video game. I think they did really good. Dang it, if I can get out of that. Well, I don't want that. I was going to try to show you some of the video game footage, but oh well. If you haven't seen it, but like I said, if you're watching this, you've probably played the game. If you haven't, you need to play the game, and if you haven't seen the show, man, you really need to watch the show. It is just awesome. I'm not going to play too much of I'm not going to play any of the content of the movie or the show. I mean, because I'm not. This is. I'm not sure what the requirements are as far as like copyright data and stuff like that. But this stuff, I can show you this stuff on Google. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you haven't seen it, and if you don't have Amazon Prime, I tell you what, just buy that 1 month. Just buy a month and watch it, or find a buddy or somebody who has it and go over their place and take a Saturday or a Sunday, get you some popcorn and some soda or something like that, and just binge it all in one day. It is well worth it. It is well worth it. I'm telling you. Yeah. Anyhow, all right. Well, that's all I have for you. That's my thoughts on the show. I really liked it. Like I said, everybody I've talked to who's watched it is just ecstatic about it. We're already ready for season 2. And honestly, if you're going to do 8 episodes of a show, which I heard they're an hour long, so that's 8 hours of film. There's all kinds of time spent filming all that to make 8 hours. I understand that, but this whole waiting a whole year for the next season, I don't know, man. I think we should have season. I think the streaming industry needs to change this layout, right? I think we need to do it by either half a year or every quarter. Shorter series, 8 episodes, but let's do 2 seasons a year, or maybe 3 seasons a year. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, because I think that would be awesome. And then we don't have to wait. Because I tell you what, one of the biggest things, in my opinion, that just kills the desire to watch a series is waiting so long for the next season. That just, back in the day when it was, maybe 2 episodes a month, and you ended up with a total of, minus holidays and stuff like that, you ended up with somewhere between 18 and 24 episodes a year. That was okay. Then you could wait till the next season. But now with streaming, where you get all the episodes all at once, I can't. I don't want to wait. And there are shows that I've watched that I get to the end of, like, I don't know, 3 seasons are available, and 4th season is coming. And I watched the first 3 seasons, and then it's like 6 months, and then I'm like, oh, season 4 is out. Well, I've kind of lost interest now. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Anyhow, that's my video. So like I said, I'm revamping this channel, so tell me what you think. It's going to be stuff like this, talking about tech stuff, playing video games, because, you know, I'm a big gamer. Probably be playing some Fallout here, because I tell you what, I've been, after watching the show, I was like, I've got to play Fallout some more. And, you know, I haven't played in a while. I've been playing, what have I been playing? Ark Survival and Starfield, so... but I've been playing those on Xbox, so I'm probably going to do Fallout on the PC so I can record it and all that. Yeah, and I need to get back to playing some other things, you know, like Apex and Call of Duty, stuff like that. Anyhow, if you want to see some type of whatever in this content on this channel, let me know. Put a comment down in the comment section. Other than that, okay, I'm rambling on. I'm going to let y'all go, but thank you for watching, and y'all have a good one.